to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Alright guys, it's currently about 5:15 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is at $117,940. Starting off here with the weekly chart, we see that we had the topping tail last Sunday, and currently right now we're kind of like an indecisive green candle. We still have 4 days and 3 hours before this closes. This is still looking toppy here. 21 moving average is at 98,884. We're kind of far from there. Topping tail usually indicates that there probably is going to be some downside coming for this asset. Now we take a look at the 6-day chart. We see that the stochastics kind of have room to come back up, but they can roll over at any time. Now something that's interesting here is on the 4-day chart, and on the 4-day chart, as you can see, these last 3 candles that close are just wicks. This means that we have not been able to get above this resistance. We have this large resistance here that we haven't been able to get above. Then the next candle was a lower high, and then this candle that's happening right now, which closes in about 2 hours and 45 minutes, is starting to look like a lower high wick as well. 21 moving average is at 107,667. Stochastics are looking toppy as well, so it's indicating more downside so far. 3-day chart also looks like we're toppy. We're on the way down. You can see this slant here. 21 moving average is at 109,243. And we take a look at the daily chart. Yesterday we had a good green candle. We made it all the way up to about 120,250, but then look at today, we gave it all back. Today we were as high as 120,090, and then we went all the way as low as $117,301. So we've been just seesawing up and down between 16,000 and 20,000. Right now the 21 moving average has gone up. It's at 115,106. So hopefully if we do fall down, we use that as support. If we lose the 21 moving average, the next line of defense is the 50-day moving average at 109,767. The stochastics here are coming down. As you can see, they didn't come straight down. They're coming down like slanted here. We still have more room for them to come down before we are able to curve back up. So a lot could happen in this area before we start moving back up on those stochastics. Now on the 22-hour chart, yesterday the stochastics were on the way up. We're still on the way up here, but we lost the 21 moving average so far. Right now we have about 45 minutes before this candle closes. If it closes below the 21, that starts to get a little bearish. On the 12-hour chart, the stochastics are starting to roll over. We also lost the 21 moving average. Yesterday all the stochastics were on the way up, and now they all of a sudden they started rolling over. We gained the 21 moving average yesterday. Now we're losing the 21 moving averages again on these time frames. Same thing goes for the 8-hour. No strength here. We wasn't able to make it back up. We're on the way down again. Trying to use this 50 moving average as support, which is at 116,511. What I can say is that we've been having strong support at 117k, and we haven't broke it yet. But the more that we keep on going down to that level, eventually we might open up that door to lower levels. Now on the 4-hour chart, the stochastics, we're on the way down. We're starting to see a curve. I've seen this before, and sometimes we don't fully curve back up. We end up coming down. We lost the 21, we lost the 50, and we lost the 80 moving average. Now the next line of defense is the 100 moving average at 116,461. If I put on the patterns, it's the same thing. This head and shoulder that we're dragging it now. This is a long right shoulder. This might be already negated because it's been a while. We're technically on the neckline, but we're technically still in the flag. So we're still in this indecisive pattern where they just keep seesawing us back and forth, and we're very indecisive if we're going up or if we're coming down. On the 1-hour chart, stochastics are starting to get a little toppy here. We lost all the moving averages, so now this starts to get a little bearish because we must get above the 21 and the 200 as soon as possible. If not, this starts dragging into the other time frames. Let's take a look at the 2-hour time frame. We lost it as well. So our line of defense is this 200 moving average on the 2-hour, which is at 160,433. As long as we could keep above that, we could make it back up to 120, try to test 123 again. If we start losing this, it starts to get a little bearish. Take a look at the 15-minute chart. The stochastics are starting to reset, but again, we lost all the moving averages. This can end up being some type of inverted head and shoulder. It's possible. That probably brings us back up above this 100 moving average, but that would only bring us up to about 118,624. So right now it's pretty hard to trade. They're chopping us up. We're a sideways chop right now. Start to make a trade. You could do scalps. Again, this is not financial advice, but it's very unclear the strength of where the move is going to go, if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down. I have to favor a little bit more downside at the moment just because we have not been able to reclaim this topping tail on the daily chart, which is this 123K. If we could get above this 123,316 and close above that, then I could get bullish. As long as we're closing below that every single day, you have to remain a little bit more bearish. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.